successful. Alright. Game's booted up. Chat overlay will be working in 5 seconds. Just give me a little bit. Transition. That didn't work. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. How are we all doing today? I am your host, Jojo Eats Corn, and welcome to ULTRAKILL 8-3. How are we all doing today? Welcome, Mr. Boy Rolly. Welcome, Ava. Welcome, Beldy. What's the difference between a Seribot and Night? Just one just yap and one gives ads? Yeah, basically. Seribot gives you where Seribot also does auto moderation just a lot better in my personal opinion, and Nightbot gets links. I think I could use Seribot for links, but I can't be bothered. I had Nightbot set up for YouTube as well, and I've done that for years. How are we all doing today? I hope we're all doing well. Everything's setting up. I just forgot to open chat. Excuse me, sir. There must be someone you've confused me for. If I could see someone who knew me or someone in uniform. And do that right quick. So yeah, today, that's right, folks. Welcome everyone to the stream. You have to. You're gonna beat it today. You have to. I have to do it. I've seen all of ULTRAKILL's and I won't spoil, but I can say some secret levels if you want. I think I've done all the secret levels. I think I've done everything, like pretty much. I'm aware of everything. If I'm not mistaken, but like I'm not quite sure. All right, disintegration loop. Let's just get into it. I'm tired. Why are you tired? What's wrong, Goats? You doing all right? I think game audio is like a little too low for my liking, so let me just turn that up a tiny bit. Turn it down a little bit. There we go. Maybe a little too loud now. Okay, still too loud. Still too loud. You're taking too long. Okay, it just okay. Maybe like 19. Okay, there we go. Is it just me or am I dense? Also, why is the encoding overload? Oh my god. I'm doing homework now. This is a vibe. This is totally a vibe. Let me know if the audio is too loud, chat. How are we all doing today? How are we all doing? Why'd you at me? I already forgot. I think I added you for it to like make fun of Tetra. Okay. Also, welcome on to the stream. How you doing today? I got an 80 streak. I need to touch grass. That would be a great. I think that's a great calling card to go outside. You've been on Gojo's channel for a little too long. You deserve a break. Kill the streak. One. All right, there we go. There we go. See, guys, this is the. That was 45 seconds. Wow, that took way too long. I love the Ultra Yap mod. It gives V1 voice lines. It does. What? Like robotic voice lines, or just like generic Okay, I think that's it. 22. That works. Nah, I need to spite everyone that wants to beat my streak. I don't think anyone wants to try to become as chronically in line as you are. No one is a bigger fan than you are, Jokes. Oh my god, the Persona 5 soundtrack is like going through my head right now. Hopefully that's the thing that helps me play this fucking. Oh my god, are you gotta be kidding me? That's like the first time in ages that I've died to that. Gonna make some cheat exams for exams tomorrow, so I'm gonna be half lurking. Beat this level. I gotcha. Thank you for tuning in, Zumi. I really appreciate it. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate that as well. And I hope your exams go well. I know you're going through all of that, so I hope that does go really well. Okay, as we all know, ULTRAKILL streams are messy. It's kind of hard to reach chat and like focus at the same time. So if I get like really further in, I think I'm just gonna like, you know, how Maurice is actually making me struggle. I know. Why would Maurice make me struggle? Or like, what the heck? Okay, well, no, it's fine. Robotic voices are included. That's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. Welcome, Denmark, the Danish man, to the YouTube stream. How are you doing today? I'm your host, Jojo Eats Corn, and welcome to 8-3 P-Ranking. Maybe. I'm gonna be honest. At this point, it's just been like a trial lens after trial lens. Eventually we'll P-rank 8-3. It'll be fine. I haven't played ULTRAKILL in a while. And I mean a while. I think I remember like I was playing some shitty ass game. What was the game? But like I immediately went on ULTRAKILL just because like I needed comfort. Oh my god. All that effort just to die. I'm gonna do PFP on Discord. Oh my god, do you? That's awesome, man. Okay, let's do that. Okay, my scroll wheel is broken. I don't really like that, but I can deal with that. I've racked up viewers. Come on. Thank you for 295 followers on Twitch, by the way. I really have appreciated the support. I do. I'll ping you. Probably by doing that. Saving the whole Discord server. I feel like I'm having a trip watching this welcome Daphne's in the stream. How you doing today? Welcome to the club. How you doing, Daphne? No, isn't this great? This is the content you signed up for. This is what you're paying for. By the way, if you aren't paying, you should probably give me a gifted sub on your twitch.tv/YouTube for $5.99. I think it's $5.99. That's a joke, by the way. No one has to do anything for me. Audio's too loud, by the way. What in general? My mic or the actual gameplay? Game audio's too loud. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Or Devil May Cry, by the same person, but who made up the game? Devil May Cry. Oh my god, that's another game I need to actually try out. I forget. Like, I literally was, like, about to download. Look, I was thinking I'm doing, like, a Devil May Cry stream, but then I realized, wait, I play ULTRAKILL. That's basically close enough. Even though, like, what is Devil May Cry anyways? Like, I actually know very, very little about it. I watched Maxor's video on it, like, ages ago. Like, other than that, I think like that's it. Okay, hold up. There we go. Awesome. What are we doing? Actually, about the craze, you should play more New Blood. Play New Blood other games, for example, like Faith the Holy Trinity. I should do that actually. I actually do own Faith. I think Smelly got it for me like ages ago. Which I'm very, very excited for, because I have been planning a stream to do that eventually. If you guys want me to, do you guys want me to play Faith? Okay, there we go. Oh my god, I keep missing these. Are we serious? There we go. That should do it. That should do it. Okay, I was having trouble with these, I forget what they're called, honestly. But they exist. Here we go, do that. Okay. 43. I don't have all my Rico shots, damn it. 1, 2, 3. That's one way to go about it. Over here. Gotcha. Look at me go. I learned how to parry, dude. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. I spoke too soon. Over here. Oh my god. Oh my god, wrong target. My god, I suck. Have you seen someone play this, or have you played this already? I played it to its entirety. I'm just B-ranking it. That's when I think Cruelty Squad is ever going to happen. This game is too niche to have an audience. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm surprised, like, Cruelty Squad, like, isn't too niche of a game, though. Like, it does have an audience. It's not like it's really, like, compared to, like, actual niche games, like, it's just a little bit of a classic, I suppose. Like a cult classic now at this point. Like, I don't know. Pyro's video could not have been that big if the game is like... I mean, then again, how many, like, people have actually bought it, though? Royalties... What is Cruelty Squad? Okay, but, like, you can't take Ragpack, for example. He's like 12. He's not as Minos Prime or, like, Mentos Prime. You really got him. You really got her there. No one's ever said that before. Honestly, I think you're right. I think I'm right. I think no one has ever said that before. Just to show how much of a creative mind you are, Baldy's the master of boldness. Okay, what are we doing here? Do the chainsaw thing. Okay, wait. Actually, I may be dying. 2. Okay, cool. Cool. We're balling. What are we doing? What's going on? What are we doing? What's going on? Is there any Canadians in stream right now? Can any of you answer for your crimes? But what's going on down there? What, like, are you guys doing okay? Actually, that's my main concern. Like, you guys heard about the wildfires that like been going on? Yeah, that shit's crazy. Like, oh my god. What do you mean? What like the wildfires, right? Or like I don't know if it's a wildfire, but like it's a fire. I think it's clearly affecting your air quality. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Unless I'm completely wrong and misinformed. I mean, I feel like New York has been affected by that. It looks like the gates of hell have opened hole to swallow them. Is that not your guys' fault? I don't know exactly what's going on. I mean, I think specifically in Ontario, Canada. Canada gets super dry during the summer. We got a lot of forest. Oh dear. I'm so sorry. Well, as long as you guys are okay. Sorry that you're Canadian, question mark? For a lot of reasons, but I think fires would be the big one on the list. Alright, there we go. So fires spread fast? Jesus. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, my heart goes out to the Canadians, I suppose. Hope you guys are okay. Please live. You guys give me some essence of money. But no, I'm just messing with you. Play good. Like, I hope you guys are okay. Bomb him. Bomb him. Bomb him. There we go. We bombed him. We bombed him. Good. Alright, there we go. Die. Die. Do that. Fuck it, do the drill. I've had it with this game. Alright, there we go. Welcome to our malicious life to the stream. How you doing today? Woo! That's mine. That's what I be saying. True words have never been spoken. Baldy, the master of baldness speaking lies. Canada gets super dry. Oh wait, what? Mentos pants? True words have never been spoken. Maybe falser words have been spoken. You know what? No, you've spoken false words. I think falser words have never been spoken. I think that's a good analogy there. Come on, dude. Okay. A cool little thing here. I'm bad at video games. I don't know if you guys realize that. Like, I'm actually like really bad. Dude. Okay, Evan, I saw that Steam DM I just got. I can't hear you. Okay, that's okay. All right, I see that Steam DM I just got. I see that. You need to speak. Okay, that's really funny. That's really funny, Evan. Evan, that's really funny. Evan, that's really funny. I don't know if he's on stream right now, but Evan, if you're on stream right now, I want you to know you're a poopy head. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Okay, that's 43. Have you went to the Dev Museum? I've explored it a little bit, but I don't know much about it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Please just die, bro. Okay, thank God. Okay. No, I don't care. Nice. Good shit, good shit, good shit, good shit. Nope. Guys, I may be good at video games. I don't know what to tell you, but I may be okay at video games. Okay, wait. From this point onward, it's gonna be a little hard to reach chat. So let me lock in real quick. Because this is like the hardest level to kill. Leave me alone. Yes, harder than P2, by the way. P2 sucks. I know that. P2 sucks. But listen, at this point, I'm surprised that I haven't done P2 already. P2 is going to be so like a breath of fresh air after how much I played this. Oh my god. Okay. No. No, please, I need blood. I need blood. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. We're alive, bro. P2's gonna be John Watchtime's favorite. Let's go. Hey, just joined stream. What did I miss? Welcome back in real to the stream. How you doing today? I'm bad at this game. Person doing all right at the most difficult. But you say you played Ultra for almost 2 years and didn't explore any of the technical extras. I'm ragtag. I sound like this. I don't know how ragtag sounds. I've never met him. I don't even know who this person is. They just kind of showed up on my stream right now. I've never met this person in my life. Oh my god. Please, bro. Okay, blood. Oh my god. Please give me blood right now. Okay. Can someone give me blood? Please. Please, I need blood. Like, right now. Holy crap. I'm gonna die. 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 Where am I? This stupid-ass level. Okay. That's some blood. I'll take it. Okay. That's blood. That's blood. That's blood. Okay. Hard damage is gone. Okay. Please, I need to get rid of that guy, like, right now. Like, Tuesday. Like, Tuesday, I need to get rid of him. I'm getting a scam call right now. I'm just telling you, whatever Minnesotan, like, fucking territory that you want to sell me right now, it cannot be more important than this video game in my life, okay? You need to listen to me. Should I pick up the call and just, like, tell them I'm trying to pay rank 8-3, leave me alone? Okay, what are we doing? Okay, what are we doing? Railgunning a dead sword machine? Is that what I did? I couldn't even tell what I was railgunning. Okay, give it a sec. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's a good start. Okay, that's one way to go about it. Oh my god, my scroll wheel, bro. Okay, how are you not dead? How are you not dead? Okay, there we go. I was about to say, like, what the hell's going on here? Hey. Where are you? Okay, that's where you are. Damn it. Oh, to hell, dude. This is really bad. Okay. I need to live. Like, ideally. So. Okay, there we go. We lived. That's fine. Good morning. Welcome, Souls Vime, to the stream, by the way. Oh my god, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. I Jojo Eats Corn, as you know, and I'm trying to P-ranking games. I do that. Okay. 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 Okay, okay. Need to lock in right now. I need to lock the hell in. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, we're alive. We're doing good. We're doing fine. We're actually doing bad. We're doing bad. We're doing really bad. We're doing really bad. Oh my god. Where are you? Oh my god, I missed it. Dude. Okay, there we go. Got the blood. It's over here. You're over here. Okay. Bombed him. Oh my god. I don't care. You are the same thing as that, so I need to... Okay, I'm alive. There's too much turning. What the whirly-durly's going on right now, bro? Where is it? Okay, that's one way to go about it. There it is. Knuckle Blaster! Who's left? What's going on? You got this, Gio. Thank you. Okay. That's where it is. I see the door. I'm gonna let it flip one more time. Please flip. Please. There it is. Please. Okay. I'm begging you. Okay. Go, 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 go. You got this for sure. You got this for sure. I feel like you're in a freaky funhouse with carnivals. That's dead as how I'd be feeling. Okay. Do that. Now go right. First time in my life I've ever said that. Okay. Are they gone? I think they're dead. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. New. Okay. Titanium sword. Titanium sword. Titanium sword. I don't know why I call them titanium sword. I literally... They're just sword machines. Like, that's all I have to say. Okay, that's one way to get rid of them. I just touched my nose. Oh my god, I was scratching my nose, dude. I was not picking my nose. Shut up. God, how hard are you guys to kill? There's no way I'm dying to them. No way. Okay, I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. Compare me to a lowly fodder enemy, my head shakes. I'm so sorry. That probably has to be the biggest insult I've ever given anyone. Not even on purpose. Okay, come on. Okay, wait, heal. Nice. Okay, because it's gonna switch in a second. Okay. And you're the mean one. You're the one I have to worry about the most. Okay. Please. Oh my god. Oh my god. How hard is it, bro? You have to be kidding me. How many more times will I die to that? Really good for an early attempt. Keep gambling. Keep going, man. Keep going. Okay. Alright. Okay, last Rico shot. Go, 32 seconds, not bad. I'll take it. Okay. Go over here, go to the edge. Okay. Bomb him. Do that. By the way, I only have my right ear. I don't have the audio keys for my left ear. God, dude. Did Hakita even playtest this? I promise you he didn't. I don't even need to look that up. I promise you he did not. He does it. Well, I'm sure he playtested it if it was, like, playable. P-ranking this is probably, like, way harder. Oh my god. There we go. I was about to say, did I just, like, clip? Alright. Okay, dead. Nice. Whoop your ass. Come on, dude. Come on. Come on. How do I deal with that? Alright. Dude, how hard is it for you to die? Like, you could just die. Like, really, is it that hard? Like, just die. Like, bro, die. Like, you're crying about it. You're crying about it on stream. You're crying about it in my video game. Just die, bro. Just die. Alright, there we go. 30 seconds. We are not doing this shit. Welcome, Way Drive, to the stream. How you doing today? Yes, we are. We, and I say we, are P-ranking A3. I'm telling you. I thought... Okay, well, never mind, I guess, bro. Okay, now we do this. Okay, that should do it. Hello, I'm your neighbor. Goodbye, I'll see you later. It's not so easy. Look it from me. Hello, you're in danger. No limit to your behavior. Okay. Just please let this be the one. Okay. Hello, I'm your neighbor. Goodbye, I'll see you later. It's not for you to see, look at me. Hello, you're in danger. Don't hurt to your behavior. Now get out. Where are you now? Playing hide and seek. We sent you a letter. Go back to home to beg to your dismay. If I keep singing song parodies, I'll eventually get to it, right? Wow, wow, wow. Oh, 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 oh. Hot in a bad romance. See, you thought I was gonna say Story of Undertale. Come on. 1, 2, 3. A waste of your what, bro? I call him the what? Dude. My mouse? I've had it with the mouse. I've had it with the mouse. I've had it with the mouse. I've had it. I've actually had it. What is wrong with my mouse, bro? Did you know that if you whiplash cleanse, it'll fling them a bug so you don't have to time it perfectly? That's too much work. I like doing the funny railgun. Please, please, I want to be happy. Please. Please, I want to be happy. Please. Please. Oh my god. I don't understand what. Bam. Well, bam. Oh my god. I forgot how unhappy I am when I play this game. I could have walked away. I could have decided to do something else this morning. Like I could have went outside. I could have not played Ultra Kill. I could have learned how to drive today. I could have ate breakfast and not just ate Cocoa Puffs. I could have met someone new at the library or some shit. I could have read a book at the library. Could have been happy. And yet this is what I choose to do with my time. I could have raised a family in the midst of all this time. That like I think the time that I've backpiled onto this level will probably give me enough time where I can low-key just like, if I spent this much time studying for school for a major that could potentially turn me into like a surgeon or a brain surgeon or some dumb shit that like gives me $200K a year more than like $100 every bi-monthly. Maybe I'd be satisfied. Maybe that'd be enough. But no, I had to make the ludicrous goal of playing Ultra Kill on a level that really shouldn't exist, honestly, and it's more like a fallacy than it is a real concept. This is less of a concept and more of like a social contract, an idea of acquiring a stupid little label, a little letter on the thing. I blame Hakita for all the stress in my life. Dude. Lock in. I've actually had it with my mouse. I've had it with my performance. I've had it. How do you feel like you're my background noise for art fight? I just what? I am. I'm so honored. Oh my god, I love our fight. Our fight seems really cool. I hope you guys are having fun time with it. Motherfucker just dodge my attack. Fucker. I didn't know they could do that. Holy crap, my aim is still ludicrous. Okay, that's one way to go about it. And okay, 30 seconds, I'll take it. Are we serious? Oh my god. Literally wasted all that time I just saved. Okay. Bomb him. Okay, here we go. Killed him. I did that. Okay, I think I'm good. Let's do the shit. Okay. Where's the last guy? There it is. Okay. Rico, and I think I'll have enough time where I can. Yep, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, that was like nothing. I think I forgot to jump. That's the thing. Spear! Okay. Okay, there we go. I actually just kamikazed myself. You gotta be kidding me. Spear! Over here. Sick nasty monologue by Jojo Eats Corn. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Yeah, this isn't going to be great commentary, so if you're coming here for commentary, like, this is literal background noise. I am doing this out of the pleasure of my own game. This is less entertaining than my Minecraft streams, and that's saying a lot, because I hate Minecraft streams. I gotta say something. It's not that I've lost my passion for streaming, but I'm definitely going to do a lot less of it, I think, moving forward. I think I'm going to focus raw back on content. Like, here's the thing. I want to get YouTube monetization, because I feel like that's like a big goal for me in mind. And it's not about the money, it definitely isn't, but like, there definitely has to be a purpose, I believe, like, behind doing something that you like. And I think to a certain degree, like, I understand, like, everyone gives you the advice of like, oh, you gotta do it, like, for a job. And I'm talking less about streaming now, and I'm just talking as a content creator. I feel like I'm a little scared of uploading the content that I like video essays. I'm scared of like the more video tanking. And I know like the whole idea is like, yes, you gotta try. But the thing about that is that's scary. Like, what if what you're saying really has nothing of substance to add, and it really is like that elusively bad? Like, I know I'm an amazing writer. I know I am. But what if people think that I'm not? Like, I can't deny the fact that there is potentially a world where my writing, where my structure, my construct of thoughts are just not that well appreciated by people who want to hear it. And that sucks, because that's the stasis of like how my job would function ideally of like being a content creator. People have to like what I do, what I have to say. People have to think like, wow, that's actually kind of interesting. It's so, I think a level to that is also you kind of can't, it's hard for me to perceive myself like that, you know? I don't know. You're going crazy. What am I doing? My rating is great, and isn't everyone? It's everyone that just doesn't get it. It's not bad. It's not really bad, because I don't know how people feel, is the thing. Come on, Gio, don't P rank A3. I bet for you not to get this milestone to stream. Atomize, you literally cooked me. Why would you jinx it? That's the hardest. You've literally never jinxed something harder in your entire life. Ban Atomize Soul from Twitch. I want his ass suspended. Right next to Extra Emily. Good luck, okay, thank you for tuning in, Atomize. I really appreciate the support. Your dad works for Twitch. My dad is Twitch. I came from the realms of Twitch themselves. I was fathered by the subsidiary of Amazon's, right next to Whole Foods. My dad also is Whole Foods. I am the son of the corporate gods. I'm actually an allegory for cyberpunk. All right, hold up. That's one way to go about it. It's 43, right? Yeah, I think so. No one imply anything about Gio's success. I must see how this goes. 2, 3, 4. I kind of screwed up that entire thing, dude. An inconvenience at best, she said as soon as I split her profane form across the stars. Wrong target, she says as she dies. Turns out that was the right target after all. Oh my god. That's one way to go about it. You. Get over here. Oh my god. How did I not stop you? No, 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 not hard damage, not hard damage, not hard damage. Nope, 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 nope. I would have been dead right where I stood if it had it been for hard damage. I genuinely think that tactic should be removed from the game. Nice. Rico. Nice. Get rid of you guys, because you guys are the worst enemies. Actual bullet sponges that do way more damage that you really should be doing. And then there's this asshole. How did I actually... I did not think I was capable of that. Not gonna lie. That was a ton of damage in one go. Alright, there we go. Alright, locking in. Not reading chat anymore. Thank you for 8 viewers, by the way. I really appreciate it. The fact that I have 8 viewers at all kind of surprises me. Okay. Alright, this is the hard part. Eventually, it's like, Rico shot. Okay. Oh my god, I think I just saw that thing split apart. Where are you? I hear it shooting. Oh, there you are. I mean, it's not attacking me. Is it really right for me to kill it? Oh, shoot. Okay, well, it's right for me to kill you. That's what I know. Oh my god, hard damage. The actual bane of my existence, bro. Oh, please, 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 die, bro. Okay, I think it's dead. What's left? What's left? Did I hard lock it? Did I soft lock it? I don't know if I soft locked it. Nope, I haven't. I see where that is. Nice. Good. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, wait for it. Okay. Okay. Don't forget the existence of whiplash. I read that before. I promise I'm not reading it right now. I read it in between takes. Uh-huh. Okay, can I low-key just get blood? Okay, there we go. Thank you. Okay. Nice. Okay, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Oh my god. Damn it. Dude. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. Good. Good. You got me. What was I about to say? Someone said rocket launcher in chat. You're crazy. Oh my god. Whoever said rocket launcher in chat, I'm killing you. In the video game. Oh my god. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, please. Please. Okay. 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 I'm alive, but not for long. Not for long. So I need to live. Okay. Here we go. Please. I was about to say. There we go. There we go. That's more like it. That's more like it. Wait. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Please. Please, God, please. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I even looking for? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, killed it. Okay, is it over? Yeah, it's over. It's over, it's over. Go. 1 HP clutch. 1 HP clutch. Dude. Okay, wrong way. Okay. Lock in. Lock in. God. Lag. Lag. Do the damage. Do the damage. Okay. Okay. Go. Down. Lock in, dude. Okay, what is going on? It's you, right? It's you. It's you. You're the big one. You're the big one. You're the big one. Okay, one's dead. Okay. I see you. I see you. Your blood in the water. Why does the... Never mind. Nice. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. What are we doing? Damn it. Okay. 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 How do I get blood? Okay, that's how I get blood. Okay, Rico shot, Rico shot, Rico shot, Rico shot. Please. Please, God, please. Please, I've been nothing but good. 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 Oh, my God. And my game crashed. Yeah, my game crashed. Guys, okay, how is there fraud defenders? How? Like, genuinely. What is there to defend? It's not even like, it's not my PC. I have a great PC. People have played this, like, I don't understand how comfortable you can feel releasing a level that has such poor optimization. I understand the innovation that they're trying to do, and they're trying to like mess around with portal mechanics. And it's so annoying. How there's genuinely people that think that this is okay just because this game's an early release. The consistency of how ULTRAKILL has been released from update to update has always been like a good thing. Like when Violence came out, it was a little laggy, but it was playable. When Fraud dropped, that was unplayable. I streamed that day one on like with an AMD Radeon, like 6750 XT. This should be good enough for this game. An indie game that is runnable on a potato. It makes no sense to me how I can have performance issues on a game that shouldn't be this hard to run. It doesn't make any sense. Try 8.4? No. I shouldn't have to. I want to play 8.3. It doesn't make any sense how... Yeah, I have crashes too. I don't understand why there wasn't made any notice of this, of why the game just dropped the way it did. I don't understand that. I feel like I lost a little bit of trust in the developers in terms of how they service their games, seeing as they said, oh, this is the last hotfix for Fraud, and it still runs like doo-doo. Like actual crap. It doesn't make sense to me how that's acceptable. Like, look. Hold on. Putting into the level, like, first thing, my encoder is already being overloaded. That has never happened before when I tried multi-streaming ULTRAKILL. It doesn't make any sense, and it makes so weird sense how there's actual, like, dig riders. Like, and I love Hakita, I really do, and I don't have any, like, malice towards him, but it's, to me, from a product that comes out from a company that is all about quality and assurance and saying that they're not about the money, and they're saying about all this shit, I don't understand how they're consistent, their scheduling of releasing the updates, even if you were to hotfix it the day after, like, it's just, like, the hotfix isn't that good. Because it doesn't fix the performance. 42, I'll take it. And, like, if all of this can really go away from the fact that this mirror technique is really what the game's engine just can't handle, then don't do that. Don't do that, because I don't even think it's that worth it. Like, it's cool, but it's not, it nowhere nears the thematic resemblance of what fraud is, of like that layer should be explored, and honestly, I think it's a little bland. So it's such a waste of an innovation on a chapter of a game that I don't even think is that good. Like, it's so silly to me. How can there be fraud defenders? I've seen things about a possible big bug fix QOL and between now and treachery, but the info is dubious. I doubt it. And even if they do that, like, what can I fix about the actual mechanic of the game? I'm starting to feel like it's a limitation with the engine. Because, like, it seems silly to me that no matter how good your computer is, the game just can't. I think just the file is not compelled to handle. I don't believe that fraud can be fixed. I mean, you can quote me on that, but, like, there's still time. It's just, from what I heard at the very least, maybe my source of information is wrong, it seems like they're pretty adamant on not touching fraud again for like a long time. And I think that's really strange. Why would they leave an unfinished product and then just move on? I don't think that's detectable. And I don't care about the early release, like, or the early access excuse. Like, everyone, I see people in my chat being like, it's an early access game. That doesn't mean you get to play, to pump out an unfinished chapter of the game that runs like crap. Because what is the point of doing that if you can't even play it properly? How can, like, it's not a matter of, like, technical bugs. I'm not even mad about, like, the out-of-bounds glitches. I'm mad at the performance. That's the thing. Performance, in my opinion, is less about bugs and more unplayability. Because that's how Cyberpunk, like, fucking worked out. Like, I don't even know. Did you look into options and shit? Everything I've done doesn't change it, so I'd rather just play the game with core, with all that kind of shit. Like, I could turn, like, I guess, bro, but, like, again, I shouldn't have to. My problem isn't the fact that, like, why now? It doesn't make any sense to me. And I don't think this is, like, a crazy thing to say. I think as a developer, Hakita has been consistent about pumping out levels that have run fine. So subverting this expectation and, like, essentially letting me down at the very least. I don't know about you guys, but, like, it's certainly let me down and my trust in Hakita and how they develop games. Like, I think it's kind of unacceptable. And I don't understand if they really want to wise up, if they want to be all about, like, hold on. Like, I care less about the money and more about making a good finished product, because I see that all about their thing. Like, we take so long and because we really care and all this kind of shit that I want to, then don't release a half-baked product? Like, that seems to be the simplest rule to follow. I wouldn't mind waiting another year for fraud if they somehow, like, redesigned it from the ground up to make it more doable. Like, I really just don't release it half-baked. There we go. All right. Keep ranting, you're actually beating it. It about sums it up. I mean, like, it doesn't, I just be essentially repeating myself. Like, I just think it's so stupid. And, like, from a gameplay sense, like, I know 8-3 is, like, this really hard level to beat, but I think to an extent of it, it's because I feel like in its game level philosophy, it's kind of not that well done. Like, okay, I need to get blood right now because hard damage is, like, actually, and then there's hard damage, bro. Then there's hard damage. Oh my god. The amount of hard damage in this level that you attain is absurd. And I think playing it on the harder difficulties makes this so much less. It's less, I think at a certain point, In my personal opinion, difficulty is not about being bullet sponges. That's not difficult, that's just stupid. Bullet sponges is not that. Hard difficulty is adding new moves, making them faster. But, like, giving them lots of health is, in my personal opinion, does not equate to difficulty. That equates to annoyance. So, when you just put a bunch of enemies on, like, sure, yeah, fine, a lot of enemies. But, like, how much hard damage do I take in Violent? I don't even want to know how bad Brutal is. Like, what? Is this the conditions you want players to be experiencing on the hard mode difficulty? Like, I get it. Like, I'm not asking for, like, an easier hard mode. I just wish it was under different circumstances. I mean, I guess it's harder because it's an annoying piece of crap. Where are you? I can see it clipping out of bounds, by the way. Which, like, I don't have a big problem with the out of bounds thing, but again, what the fuck? Like, at some points, you can just soft lock yourself. And I don't know about you guys, but I've managed to soft lock myself pretty consistently. And I don't understand how I'm, like, you guys say, like, I do it more than you guys. I don't really, my playstyle is probably the average ULTRAKILL player's playstyle. Because, let's be honest, the people that you see playing competitively this game, like P-Rank in this game, those aren't the real people who are playing this game. It's the people who do whatever the fuck Germa and I do, probably. Like shoot the funny gun. Like, those are the people. Difficulties don't change HP or damage stats other than on Brutal with boss enemies. Then why the hell do I take so much hard damage? What the fuck? I guess those can be uncorrelated. I think I'm being silly. But it, like, I still linger on the hard damage thing. Why do I take so much hard damage? Is that how much hard damage you take in everything? Because if so, I hate this game. Hard damage is stupid. Hard damage has changed after, in what sense? What have they changed? Alright, there we go. Like, what is the point of all that? Like, I like, a big purpose of ULTRAKILL is like, hey, dealing damage was the healing. I guess it adds another obstacle in the way, but like, when I have like a 99 hard damage to 1 HP, like, what the fuck? Like, what am I doing? Though it, on Violent, it's similar to what it is on Standard. Really? I'm kind of curious to that. Like, what if I tried P-ranking it on Standard? Like, would it be better? Because, like, I feel like people have told me lower the difficulty. Like, no, wait, if it's really not that different, then, like, why the fuck would I bother? You take slightly more damage on Violent. Why am I even playing Violent? Why don't I just play on Brutal at that point? If I really wanted a challenge. God, this is fucking... Okay. I think I killed that person. The angle better said. It's all blending in. I just shoot the funny gun at this point. Okay. I'm here now. You take slightly more damage on Violent with the added mechanic of taking a hit increasing the timer by second. Is that true? Oh. Interesting. Hello, I'm your neighbor. Goodbye, I'll see you later. That's not the place for you to see. Take it from me. Hello, you're in danger. No limits to your behavior. Okay, I think the sword is dead. I think I wasted that actually, but that's fine. Oh my god. Okay. You. Oh my. And another thing, this level is too long. The pacing is all around stupid in this level. And yes, I mean pacing. I feel like there's so many enemies everywhere and everything, and like the general length of it, I think is stupid. Why? I hate how long these levels feel. It genuinely, I think it took me an hour to beat one of the levels. The only time that ever happened was probably like Minos. And that was because of how hard it was. That's understandable. No, it's because there's like 5 million enemies. Of course it's gonna take me a while. Like, what? Welcome, Squirty, to the stream. How are you doing today? Thank you for tuning in. I also appreciate you guys sticking by for the ad break. Yeah, I don't know. I genuinely think Fraud sucks. It's genuinely my least favorite. Like, like, I thought about, like, maybe liking it, but, like, it might be my least favorite layer. Because every other one is great, but, like, the performance issues, the general, like, lameness of, like, the originality of it is not that cool. It doesn't compensate for a worse performing version of whatever the hell Portal is. Like, and I didn't think they would outdo themselves for violence, but after violence, like, I think violence might be the pinnacle of ULTRAKILL, but, like, I don't understand. You have not streamed this in a while? I really haven't. It's mostly because I don't, like, because every time I think that, like, I don't want to hear anyone telling me, like, oh, just stop streaming. Like, no, because I want to play this game as well, but, like, I also have feelings on the matter. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Like, because the main reason I avoid playing ULTRAKILL is because, like... Okay, well, that's really mean. I don't know why it caused you that. Because, like, it's crappy like this. Like, I don't even... Over here... Okay, we're doing good. Alright, okay. Wait, woman Gabrielle. Did bro know? Did bro not play Fraud? It kind of hurts to hear how much you're not enjoying this when A3 is genuinely I know, I'm sorry. It is my opinion, but I do understand people do like this. Like, and it sucks, but, like, maybe it really is the rage, like, of like, trying to P-rank A3, but it's just, like, it's not an enjoyable experience. I don't know. Like, I love A3. And you guys can chalk it up to a skill issue. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm just not good at the game, but plain and simple, my stance on this level is just, like, it's just not fun. I don't enjoy playing through this. In any regard. I think it's a mess how it runs. I think it's a mess how... Like, and I know a lot of thinking and a lot of passion went into this, and I'm not here, like, to like, diminish the hard work that went into this, because I think it's a great thing. It's just not well presented, in my opinion. I don't enjoy playing through Fraud. The final boss, even. Welcome, Finbros to the stream. How you doing today? I'm hearing to before you did, haha. Well, good for you, bro. You're probably cracked at this game. But, like, it's just El Rage Bay. I have no doubt. I think all of you probably have. But it's like, it's not that crazy to me to believe that the average player would struggle with this. There are some people who are just different breeds at video games, and that's okay. You guys don't shower, that's fine. Like, I can make peace with that. But in essence, in terms of the level of critique, like, it's just not fun. It's not fun to play through. Even if I was skilled at this game, if I could beat this, like from point A to point B successfully, because I just know everything so well, that isn't fun. I don't want to know this level. Because I don't really care for it. I don't care if I was like a professional, like, Ultra Kill player. Thank you for 12 viewers, by the way. I really appreciate it. I P-ranked 8-4 faster than A3. That makes sense. And but like, I just like going from the chronological order, because like, it doesn't make any sense why I would like choose on other levels to P-rank. I like going in order. Unlike, like, I make exceptions for like the P1 and P2, because like that does like I feel like there's wiggle room there for my cerebral cortex. Welcome Liam onto the stream. I can agree that Garyon was a letdown, right? It got the Leviathan treatment. I think it's lame. I think yeah. Welcome, by the way, to the stream. How are you doing today? Like, Garyon was a letdown. Like, I think what most of ULTRAKILL fan base will agree with me on is the fact that, like, the final boss of this level, like, what? Like, okay, it's a dragon, and like, even if like the mythology to it doesn't make sense, like, most of us are probably not playing extremely for the lore, playing for the stupid gameplay. So, but the gameplay there is just like, it's okay, I guess. Like, it's not the... Hold on, my mouse is freaking out on me. Like, it's not the worst. It's not the best either. It's just, I think the mediocrity of how that boss fight felt. And I'm saying this with love and heart, because I really do love Akita. And I do love, like, post-patch Garyon, I will definitely check that out. Like, I think I did for a little bit. I remember having a phase where I actually liked the... Oh, shit, hold on, I'm dying. But at this point, I've kind of accepted the fact that I'm probably, like... I'm not, like... I actually like breakcore, all because of this game. That was just yeah, no. Wait, what do you mean by breakcore? Sorry, I'm a little silly. What could you explain what that is? Like a music genre? Is that what that is? Breakcore? Or just like levels? Okay, you're dead. Music? Okay, that's fair. I think like the music is fine. It like that's the other thing. I guess if you guys want me to talk as someone who genuinely enjoys a lot of music, like ULTRAKILL, at a certain point, Fraud is fine. Here's the thing, compared to Violence, I felt like, yeah, I think the soundtrack probably hit its peak in Violence with hell, I think it hit its peak with Altars of Apostasy with the guitar riff. Maybe 3 acts of this game is too much, but like, then again, it ruins the 3 circle of hell thing, and I know that's a big part of it. But like, also at the same time, I don't know, like, maybe I'm crazy, but the soundtrack only can go so many ways, and like, the OST, yeah, I don't like any of the layer boss levels gameplay except for 7-4, and even the boss itself is a bit lame. And don't get me wrong, Titanium. If you like Fraud, that's okay. Like, that's fine. I don't want anyone... I'm just stating what I feel. I don't want to be like Anthony Fantano and act like my opinion is gospel. Well, I'm joking on the Nancy Fantano, but I don't think he does that. But like, I like saying that because I think it's funny. But my main thing is just... I just don't like this level. And like... But here's the thing, I can also see why people do. So I hope me like genuinely saying like I hate how people defend this level. I mean more so in like a performance sense. I don't like people using the early access excuse for releasing a poor product. I don't think that's how it ever should work. I don't think that's how any, like, I think indie creators of all people should not be setting that standard. For the cyber grind, I don't really have much break core. I have Waltz of the Flowers and Morning Mood. I don't like this level, but I also don't like the encores. I have D for all of them. Dude, that's so fair. I haven't even touched the encores. I'm still thinking about, like, Garyon. Like, Garyon is, like... excuse me if I'm butchering that pronunciation, but, like... Yeah, like, I really don't know. We'll see how I feel about the level when I have to P-rank it again. I think I'll revisit it then, but, like... Are we serious? Post-patch, like, boss fight? Like, it's not, like, Ultra Revamp, I think. They just literally, like... what are we doing? Encores are way worse than Fraud? Oh, dear. That sounds great. I do agree with you on the jank, but this level has done a lot for me in terms of the game overall, and that's great. Because here's the thing. I can appreciate what this level is trying to do, in my perspective, of course. Again, I want to emphasize, like, my opinion. People who like this level, I get you. The ones I am a little bit livid about are people who are willing to defend this level's performance. That's the thing. Like, if you want to put aside the performance, I just can't. What? What? What the fuck? What did I do? Is this a secret? How have I not noticed this until now? Welcome to Techo to the stream. How you doing today? How have I not noticed that? Raph has a slightly good excuse for a lackluster boss. Says it's not whatever the fuck Fraud is. What's Raph again? I'm not P-ranking this, let's be honest. Raph is Leviathan. Yeah. Like, Leviathan is okay. I think, like, Raph in itself also kind of makes up for it. These levels, Ship of Fools is great. I love Ship of Fools. This underwater level is a little I guess, but, like, Waves of the Starless Sea, I love the Ferryman boss fight. And, like, Leviathan's okay, but yeah, it's not... Welcome, SMH Sammy, to the stream. How you doing today? No, I agree. I really, really do. And even in my opinion, I just think... Yeah, I'm gonna eat vaporized hot dogs. Let go, Blooda. What? 5-1 is but the soundtrack is so good. That's fair. That is so fair, honestly. The soundtrack never was bad. The soundtrack has never gotten bad. I think I have tracks I like in every single one of the layers. I think you guys can correct me on this, and you guys can like make me listen to the soundtrack. But like even like hearing this soundtrack right now, it's just the fact that people need the hell out of Disintegration. Like, that's probably it for me. Like, other than that, I don't really... This is okay, I guess. Like... I mean, I don't know. I can't pinpoint exactly what's necessarily making me not feel that attracted to the soundtrack, but it's just, it's not... 5-3 soundtrack is so good, probably. Like, a 5-3 soundtrack is... I'm trying to recall it, honestly. It most likely is, because I do like ULTRAKILL soundtrack all of the time. I don't know why Fraud feels weak. I look just woke up and feel out of it. You should get some more rest if you're still out of it, man. No judgment, no judgment. It's important to get your rest. I know, like, I'm a bad person when it comes to staying up at night. Like, so prioritize your health before being... I don't want you guys to be on the stream if you guys are tired. But if you're just staying up, thank you for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Like, genuinely. It means a lot to me. Though I don't usually hear the soundtrack of anything else since I play most games with all audio off. Is that true? All audio off. For me, audio cues are a big thing for me in ULTRAKILL. What do you think of any %S? What's that? Any %? I'm not big in tune with like the speedrunners. Any %S? Just like, oh, like any %, like, what is that? I learned to live without them. That's fair. People get to play games how they want. No judgment there. For me personally, I always give music a chance. I play without audio off for not competitive games. I play Minecraft with no audio if I have proc 4 netherite. Because then I don't have to worry about creepers. Oh, unless I see a deep dark in which and then I start playing Minecraft sounds. Because that audio cues. Also because I could just turn on captions, closed captionings, I believe. And that makes it a little easier. But I get gaming without sound, like, honestly. Oh, I'm still unmodded after that mute. Oh, wait, really? That's really funny. I forgot about that. Thank you for 13 viewers, by the way. Guys, thank you for listening to my rants. Like, despite if you agree with me or not, and I feel like this shouldn't have to be said, but, like, thanks for piling up. Like, if you guys disagree with, like, the things that I say, that's totally cool, too, and I'm not gonna make like a big debate thing about it because it's a video game. It's not too deep. It is deep though. Like I do think that like people should feel things about things, and I think it's silly to like not have a pain. Like people who like diminish things, and I just click through the fucking thing. No, that really emphasized my argument. I still play on 1.21.11. Recently moved to. Oh my god! If you guys want me to talk about Minecraft for like a quick second, I think the game went downhill after After the Cave and Cliffs updates. I've lost track of like what you can do. I think Minecraft peaked when Netherite came out. The minute templates were announced, I lost. I'm out of Minecraft. I'm just waiting for the end update, man. I'm playing a Minecraft SMP survival series with my friends right now, and like, I love my friends. I love playing with them. I really don't think I enjoy this new Minecraft. I don't think Minecraft needs new weapons or new shit or all this shit more than it needs just give me the end update. Alright, that's it. That's all you have to do. I don't need maces. I don't need wardens. I just need the end to get a revamp. Like, really? Thank you for the 30 consecutive tech. I really appreciate it. Maybe that's crazy. I think that's kind of a hot take. I think people do want Minecraft to get... I play modded, so I'm kind of chained to 1.20. Oh, then that's so fair. Modded, no, exactly. Like, I've had it. I basically decided upon myself that whatever the mod community can come up with is way better than whatever the hell Mojang can, in my personal opinion. And I don't play modded Minecraft a ton, but I think that's genuinely how I feel. Minecraft needs for new content actually ties into old content instead of existing as its own thing that exists for like half a second becomes irrelevant. Wait, you lost me there. Could you wait? Minecraft need for new content actually ties into old content instead of existing as its own thing that exists for half a second and becomes irrelevant. But the thing is, Minecraft has never been irrelevant. People constantly... Like, Minecraft is the one phenomenon... I just fucked that up. Like, I feel like you really don't need to do much. It's a fucking game where you mine and you craft with, and it's been like that for ages. But, like, maybe I'm wrong. If you guys want to like challenge me on that, you probably are right. It's just how I personally feel. Like I love playing Minecraft. I'm talking about content they add. But in essence, that you feel like they have to add more content or else they will become irrelevant. I don't even know why Minecraft is this long-standing thing. Is there people still buying Minecraft to this day? I feel like if you don't have Minecraft, I guess there is newborn children that are still gonna play this game. I don't know. Maybe I'm silly. That cannot have worked. Are we so serious? It's a game that someone could play on Am I stupid? No, but I get what you mean. Minecraft is so simple. Welcome from the deep to the stream. How you doing today? I'm your host, Jojo Eats Corn, and welcome to the stream. Sorry for the people who had to open to me ranting about 8.3. Like, I do have a lot against this level. But it's not the worst thing in the world, I guess. Like, there's kidney stones. I think between kidney stones and playing 8.3 a billion times, I think I choose that. This is the peak of ULTRAKILL. I personally don't think so, but I can see why some people may think so. Okay, there we go. Over here. Oh my god, dude. Oh my. These hot dogs really be busted. I'm glad you're enjoying your hot dogs, man. Why you don't like this level? No. That's an okay question to ask, by the way. It's just like I just spent like 30 minutes, like dead ass, just like talking about that. But to summarize, to briefly summarize, no, no. That's really funny, actually. I love that. That's like the funniest thing I've heard. Wait, so why don't you like this level? It's just, you didn't catch that though, so it's okay. I'm only teasing. But to sum it up, basically, I think you could say it in a few words. I think the performance issues are still unacceptable. I think hard damage is a piece of crap in this entire level, and it makes me feel like crap. I think the length of this level is obscene. I think the mechanics of them, of everything being like turned inside out, like you go in different directions, mirrors, all that stuff gets kind of like turns it turns sour for me because it runs like crap in the first place, and I don't think it's like justified enough for this mechanic to like warrant all the glitches and all this kind of shit. And like I don't hold the out of bounds the whole being like out of bounds thing too hard. Like I'm a little lenient on that, but I do think it's a little crappy. I think it's silly that this game came out as an unfinished, this level came out of unfinished product, and it somewhat continues to still do that. I figure you're getting me addicted to learning more about this game. Oh, trust me, you're gonna be hearing a lot more about it. I know another person who complains about hard damage to the point where people will legit have to leave call due to how much they complain about it. Someone make a mod for them to lessen hard damage. That's so funny. Wait, so I'm not alone? They have to mute this kid? Case in point. Case in point. I just fell out of the map. Twice. I'm restarting. Twice. Twice now. I sound like Markiplier, like complaining about Poppy's fucking playtime. Falling twice in the same try, which is also in the aspect of P ranking. Why? Why would I do that? This ruins replayability. I don't think anyone, the psychopaths who are P ranking this, don't take showers. They love this game. I don't love this game that much. I only got 300 hours. Some people, I've been playing this game for like multiple years. Some people have 1,000. I don't love this game that much. I love this game. I do. It's probably one of my favorites of all time. But, dude. I agree with Nateko. Hard damage is something based entirely on skills, so if you care about it, I hate to say it, but get good. And you're right. You are right. I am bad at this game. But also at the same time, at a certain point, how hard should hard be? Like, I've played every other level before this. And it's not that bad. Like, I could probably reasonably do with the P rank at like a few tries. But fraud is a difficulty jump. What's holding you from playing on easy? I feel like everyone's telling me like I could like, okay, easy mode feels like absurd. If I have to go on easy mode, that's silly. I just feel like the difficulty jump in general, because I want to P rank it all on one difficulty because that's more convenient. Because like, I'm playing on violent. I don't know. Standard at least. Because like, it still feels like I'll have the hard, according to everyone, hard damage is still, lower modes for the, exist for the purpose of you not wanting to deal with the difficulty. Okay, wait, hold on. All right. Standard mode. I can probably get through this level pretty easily. This section at the very least. I'm taking less damage. Okay. I'm taking a lot less damage. Okay, then you guys... Okay. Yeah, no. This is easier. Are we kidding me? I swear the stream sped up to 2 times speed. Is that actually? Is that actually true? That's actually so fucking stupid. Okay, what happens? Okay. What's interesting is the game's running... Is it just me? Is the game running more smoothly? I may be crazy. Who knows? Oh my god. It's smoother now? That makes no... Why? Why is it smoother? What? Are we serious? This game is so stupid. I swear to god. Is not smoother as lag AF? For me it is. It feels smoother. No, the stream's gonna lag because my encoder is going to hell and back. It's smoother because the enemies are less aggressive and less spammy. Is that what that means? Difficulty is just... Oh my god. Oh my god. I think the difficulty spike is so stupid still, though. Why is that level so much harder than every other level? That doesn't make any sense. Random difficulty spikes in video games don't make any sense. It doesn't work in Elden Ring. It doesn't work now. Because, like, I played stupid shit. I beat Elden Ring. I beat it multiple times. This is stupid. Maybe the hard damage thing is a skill issue. But you shouldn't need expert level skill to, like... And maybe it is the fact that I'm on violent, but it's still, again, the progression of like, how violent levels are just a few, like a layer back on violence. I did not struggle that much on violence. On violent mode. Like, does that make sense? If I swear to god, if I P-rank this shit, I'm gonna be so mad. It's not that much harder, though I have less hours than you and can P-rank this. You're better than me. You're better than me. You are better than me. I'm not good at video games. Is the thing. It's not something that, like, I'm crazy about. I'm glad I'm not good at video games. It makes me feel happier in life, the fact that I'm not that good at video games, so that I can justify not playing them and actually going outside. But, like, to a certain... I still stand on that. Like, I think difficulty spikes, regardless of difficulty mode, like, I think that's silly. Alright, hold on. No, my skill level, I'm just saying that I suck at video games. That's just what I'm saying. But I still feel as though the argument of, like, difficulty spikes is still valid. Because from a chronological perspective, why would something go from really, really difficult from one point, even though it was kind of easier in the other? And if you do have a problem with, like, how I'm critiquing the game, that's fair. I just want to emphasize the fact that I'm not super duper angry about it. I'm not, like, fuming about it. I'm just opinionating. Don't worry. Welcome to Dr. Shitsalot. That's an hilarious fucking username. I love that. Peak username. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I hope you're all doing well, by the way. I hope you're all doing well. Hakita had to testing from time to time. Maybe I'm just cuckoo and has a team for that or something. Yeah, I really am curious of how the play test went. And holy crap, it's still lagging. Okay, so the performance issue... No, this game just lags. Never mind. I'm wrong. This game is just a laggy piece of crap, so that criticism is still valid in my opinion. The thing I can tell you for sure is this runs like crap. And I think to an extent, that affects how I play. Because I cannot handle frame drops. I'm telling you. I swear to God. I just opened my fucking Discord overlay by accident. I think if games want to make their game difficult, they shouldn't never be berated for as long as it's fair difficulty. And this level it's pretty fair, except the bugs. The essence of it though is like I think like the bugs are correlated to it as well, like because the difficulty is definitely added towards if your game runs like crap. Of course, it's gonna be harder to play, therefore harder. So checks and balances, man. Like it's all connected. You can't remove bugs from the equation when they affect the difficulty necessarily. What I give you 100% is this level needs a ton of optimization with less bugs. I'd probably feel better about everything else about this level if it just had less bugs. Just run better. That's it. Honestly, I think this wouldn't... I probably would be complaining less about it if it came to that. The other thing I can't let go about is the fucking length. The length to this game is... The length to this... all of these levels are stupid. I don't understand why everything is long now. The average, like isn't like every level like 13 minutes? Port optimization is still ass, and this is coming from someone who actually makes custom levels, but there you go. So my criticism is like, why do it? Why do it if you can't optimize it perfectly? I don't think it's worth, and it's a cool mechanic, but it doesn't justify all these bugs for me. It really is frustrating to have it lag. I enjoy the length a lot, and I'm sure a lot of people do, but to a certain extent. Is it just me, or making like a really, like, it's not, this isn't P2, this isn't P1, this isn't a sanctuary, like a prime, whatever the hell, a prime sanctum. This is the main story of the game. No other levels were this long. No other levels set this standard. For some reason, because Fraud is like, oh, funny troll level, now everything's long? Like, is that just me, or I think that's crazy. Like, I know they're being creative and experimental. It just doesn't work for me. Like, I don't know, man. So many portals because the shit don't lag, and A3 is a perfect example of that. I agree. Like, if they wanted to do if they wanted to do a few portals, sure. I think that could have added a few things. Like, I don't know, but like, why this many? And I'm not even annoyed by it. It's fine. The fact is, I hate traversing through everything because I soft lock, I glitch, I clip through walls. And I think all of my criticisms, the length, everything, I think everything that I'm complaining about is made 10 times worse and linked towards the bugs. Because the bugs affect how long I'm spending playing this level. The bugs affect how long, like how hard everything is because I'm playing like crap. I can't click as often, probably. I can't move as fast. The perception is very shallow. Fraud is long because they had imagined it for it, and this is the space it took, and every room is important, so you couldn't make it shorter? Not every room is important. What crazy lore is Hakita? What world building are we getting? Other than like the god statue. If you want to like, what? Like, I don't think that's shallow, by the way. That's silly. I don't think that's shallow. I don't think it's any more shallow than other people like defending the level. I think it's just an opinion. I don't understand how that's shallow. That's silly. Me being mad at the length of a level. I don't. Also, that's what I was fucking waiting on. Are we so serious? All of this to say, God, Jesus, I hate this level. It's not long because it's funny troll level. There's a clear level making issue. Yeah, I can see that. It sucks. Me saying that it's okay, maybe I'm wrong about it being like a troll level, sure, whatever. But in essence, it kind of is that as well. Like, that's the nature of, like, Fraud, right? That's the, like, the lore implications. Like, it's playing with your mind. I'm simplifying it, of course, but that's what it is. Having in mind this game is based on that book, yeah, I do. It is based on Dante's Inferno, right? Like the Divine Comedy, all that fun stuff. Like, and that's cool. I do like that, and I think that does like bluntly like kind of lessen I understand that they're following a path, but it's definitely their choice of how they choose to execute it. You're telling me that the Rubik's Cube with a depth catcher in it was important? Each room is a transition from the other to ease the player into mechanics one by one. But here's the, like, okay, I'll read you, I'll do this because I did read your entire message, but I want to make sure you guys know that I am reading it because I feel bad. I want to make sure your guys' points are, like, being understood. Each room is a transition from the other to ease the player into the mechanics one by one and playing around with capabilities to make each room feel different and important. But it just doesn't for me. Like, it doesn't... What? These new mechanics, why do they exist in the first place? A3 is a love letter written in the language of hell. That's probably the best way to go about it, because, like, I like this level, like, somewhat. Like, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I hate this level. When I say I love this level, I mean, like, I can appreciate it for what it wants to be. But I definitely cannot get behind it. I misspoke there, and I apologize. That was really poor phrasing, in my opinion. I think it's more of an you issue? Sure. Sure, it probably is. Every opinion is. Hello? I think it's a you problem, and it's my opinion? Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. Is that crazy? Yes! I have a problem with it. Yes! You're trying to blame the game for a you issue. Okay. Wait. I'm critiquing the game. And maybe I'm wrong. You guys can correct me on this, but I just don't like a certain aspects of a game. I think, and like maybe... I don't really. I'm discussing in terms of the length. The length is not linked to my issue, to my skill. The main issue is the length of the game, and not the length of the level. Hakita is as to add so much little into little space. He made very short levels at first because he didn't have the resources and knowledge. That is probably a valid explanation, which is like why this game feels very different in the newer sections. Like, but even Violence didn't feel this long. That does make sense. Like, what you're saying makes sense. Like, it probably was Hakita. Like, Hakita went bigger and bigger with each layer, but I just personally think that he extended himself too big with this, in the sense of, like, making a really long level that is poorly optimized. Alright, what am I doing? Let me lock in, because I'm still on standard, by the way. Did I die? Have I died at any point? I forget. Oh, shit. I have to say, I generally don't like the final room for the red skull path, the spinning one, and it's generally just because of the mannequins. The mannequins are stupid. I agree. I do have appreciation for what this level tries to do. I really do. But, like, it's just personally not for me. I don't like it. He's doing something really big because he had the tools for it, and also a ton of expectation and pressure. And I do want to keep that in mind, because again, I love Hakita, and like I don't want to like destroy. Like, I know, like I got like 8 viewers right now. It's not like I'm just gonna make a big impact from my opinion. It's just personally that I feel as though, and I understand it's a lot of pressure, but in my personal opinion, that probably doesn't take away from the fact of how I feel when I play this level. I'm not a talker when it comes to this kind of thing, and that's okay. You don't have to be a talker when it comes to this. It's not like this is a very serious issue. It's just my opinions on a fucking video game. Like, you're totally good. No pressure for anyone to talk about this. The fact that you guys are on this stream and appreciating what I have to say is fine. Like, I get that. It's totally fair. Thank you for listening to me. And if you guys have problems with like how I feel, or like maybe I'm just articulating like a wrong perspective. Like maybe that is true. I'm more than willing to heed you guys out. Hakita does spend a lot of times on other things, different levels, like the music. The music in this level, like, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's just like it definitely like it didn't stand out for me in this selection. Like I think this is probably the weaker. All right, let's do blue. I always struggle here. Is that everyone? I think it's everyone. The main reason on the difficulty spike is 100% what community was expecting. Were they? Is that true? Like, the community was expecting that? Because I certainly fucking wasn't. And expectations are kind of irrelevant to the fact of how, in my personal opinion, how a game should progress. In my opinion, I just don't think difficulty spikes, like, going from one point to another, I think that ruins the game. And so for some people, it doesn't. Like, me personally, I don't adhere to some kind of objective basis of, like, how games should be structured. People like messy games sometimes. Like, that's kind of the appeal to it. And you kind of also need to take into consideration of how the game is styled, how the game interprets certain things, what the point of it is. Like, it's what I expected and loved it, and that makes sense. If that's what people expected, that makes sense. ULTRAKILL players, including me, want more challenge. I play the game with cheats on to make every enemy Radiance tier 2. Yeah, but, like, the average player is not doing that. The people... Okay, is it just me, or... Like, I feel as though not everyone wants that. Like... I guess you do have to keep in mind if Hakita is appeasing his community, and like if that is the bunch of people who are playing ULTRAKILL, I guess that does make sense. But in my personal opinion, and in the essence of like how I personally think in terms of order, I don't understand how a difficulty spike can just like be that, because the natural progression of difficulty has always been more natural to me, and I don't know. Is the game really about difficulty, though? When has the game been about difficulty? Like, the game's been way too easy until fraught. Well, you probably said it yourself. Like, if the game has been set to an expectation of, like, of being this difficulty, then I don't think it's unfair to say when one thing goes from the other, like, that seems a little silly. Like, that hard cut doesn't feel natural. Despite whatever the community feels like. Despite whatever Hakita says. Like, that doesn't... It's still unnatural. Like, I don't know. Speak for yourself? I am speaking for myself. It's just how I feel. You're totally correct, but Hakita has to make a choice, focus on... And you're right! And if that's the path Hakita moves towards, that's fine. I'm just saying how I feel, man. I just think, naturally... If Hakita wants to focus on difficulty, it's not exactly what drove me to enjoy ULTRAKILL. What drove me to enjoy ULTRAKILL was, like, the unique gameplay and all that fun shit and all that kind of shit. Like, it wasn't necessarily difficulty. And also, what the hell? What? I don't know why it took so long for everything to all the shit to be loading. Yeah, the game is not about difficulty, too. There's a sandbox. They're playing how you want. That's what... In my opinion, the game isn't, like, Doom, where it's, like, it's notoriously really hard. The appeal of ULTRAKILL, in my personal opinion, is the gameplay. It's how you can you choose how to play. I said if you don't want to play the intense difficulty, you can choose harmless read. But here's the thing, like, is it just me also? But like, you don't. Why should I have to change my difficulty in like when the game has always been like? No, I just don't. I can't get behind it. I can't get behind it like really big difficulty zones. And having to like change your difficulty, I don't understand that. Like, that seems silly. I don't get it. You're not gonna have enough time for Paradiso. I just died. Okay, I got an essence of it. I don't want to play this game in standard anyways, because I do want to P-rank it in my violent thing. Or anyways, and my game crashed. So just to emphasize the performance thing, you got to be kidding me, dude. 433 hours. God, I need a job. Thank you for 12 years, by the way. I really appreciate you guys being here. God, I love fraud. All of this to say, if I didn't speak at any point, I do want to emphasize. I get why people like this. I really do. The A3 spec was so clear, even myself called this level P3. That's the thing. Like, it shouldn't be P3 difficulty. P3, like, it shouldn't be a P3 kind of level. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. All right, lock in. I did fine on standard until A3. I had to turn up the heat to train myself to beat the rest of the game. I ended up sweaty that I beat P2 on standard without dying to Sisyphus once. Jesus. No, that is insane. Holy fuck. Yeah, maybe the average ULTRAKILL fan is that. No, I wouldn't know. All right, shoot. But like, yeah, I just personally can't justify the difficulty spike. I really can't. Like, just, I understand what the community wants. I understand what's going on, but like the game definitely is. It feels strange. Make music, just want to say that. That's awesome, man. That's cool. I do feel like there's like different factions of ULTRAKILL, and it's not just one huge block of people. I agree, and not a lot of people want a different thing. So like, I get that. So in like the main story mode of the game, I just think it's a thing that happens in every video game, and I personally don't understand it. I think genuinely natural progression of difficulty is way better than just a crazy difficulty spike. I think that difficulty spikes are evidence of like how a developer doesn't know how to progress that kind of thing, because it's not just ULTRAKILL that has that problem. It's every, like, so the second to last levels of the game, like this is the second to last layer. Like, I feel like there's a need for like, okay, we need to make everything harder. That's a thing that happens in every video game. I think it happens in a lot of RPGs, and it's something that a lot of RPGs struggle with. So like, it feels weird. And when I say difficulty spike, I think this difficulty would be fine if the other levels like were harder. I'll never understand how complaining about how difficult it is when you have intended ways of making it easier. It's just like, even if you change your like, I still died in that level. And from what it seems like, I don't see how it makes much big of a difference. I think like, I'm pretty sure that the average player would still have these issues if they were playing on standard. And I'm going to say something crazy. I think it seems stupid to me that... I'm going to give up on my run for a sec. If you're on Violent, your P ranks on Violent won't transfer over to standard. Your progress is gone. So I don't like it that you have to turn... Why should I have to turn down my difficulty? Even though my skill remains the same. It just, like, it doesn't make sense. Because the criticism is difficulty spike. It would have, like, I'm okay with this level of difficulty if the prior levels were good. If were harder. And I understand a lot of people are saying, like, Hakita didn't have the resources. That's fine. I understand that. But no matter the reason, I feel like, in my personal opinion, in the natural progression of the story of this game, it doesn't justify it. I just can't get behind it. Yeah, Layer 5 on Crash Bandicoot 2 and 3 are way harder than the others. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, I'm sure that's true because, like, it's just a thing that happens. I can back on and admit if you were capable of P-ranking everything by now, you should realistically be coached by the game to... It doesn't prepare you that well. Well, there you go. That's my criticism. You saying it doesn't prepare you that well, notice a pattern? Like, I was able to P-rank all of this at this point. Why is it... Like, tutorial's also ass. Tutorial's ass. That's true. Tutorial's kind of, like... I mean, tutorial's fine, I guess. Like, it does its job, I suppose. Straight dog shit. I can see why someone does like tutorial. But there you go. Like... I don't understand. Tutorial straight up lies. It don't make sense to me, dude. It's not a perfect masterpiece. It's not. I guess in a sense, difficulty spikes is like, yes, there's like, yes, it's not an objective thing because a lot of people are gonna find things harder than other people, but also at the same time, you can argue that if X, Y, and Z stats went up, there's more enemies, there's more mechanics to it, there's more lag, it's harder. You can heal from blood. This is the only way you can heal. No, it's not. It doesn't ready you for a gauntlet on a level above P2 in the main campaign. Yeah, I don't know. Welcome, Milrio King, to the stream. How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. I'm your host, Jojo Corn. Well, there you go. Because people who are saying it's a skill issue, you're not understanding, and maybe I'm wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you're not understanding my point. It's like, regardless of skill, I feel like in a certain sense, difficulty can be measured by something, like something getting harder can be measured by more enemies, longer levels, all this and that. That's a difficulty spike. It happens in video games. It's not too hard to determine. That's what I mean by that. It happens in Elden Ring. It probably happens in like what Chili Pepper like argued in Crash Bandicoot. And the thing is, if you don't make it natural, if you don't make difficulty like naturally harder, it would have been one thing if the game started at this kind of difficulty. Like, sure, fine. But you can't like just fucking... You can't just set up a random difficulty for in this section of the game and it would come out of nowhere without it feeling unnatural. Like, when... Like, I'm sure that'll stir some eyebrows as being like, when the fuck did this game get better? And you can't justify it by saying just get good. I didn't have to be this good until like if the game started prepping me more and more as it went on for me to get to have reason to be better, like, sure. And also at the same time, ULTRAKILL isn't about the difficulty. Like, it never has been. If Akita's like focusing on that now, sure, buddy. But it doesn't, like, it's a product that you already released. It doesn't change what you've already been showing me for years. I understand your point, and it's totally valid if I don't feel the same way. And I agree with some people who like, who do enjoy fraud, by the way. Like, I want to make that clear. I don't understand the argument, in my personal opinion, how it portrays to my skill set when I feel like the game should be doing a better job. I don't need to hold my hand. But what I do need to is, like, from a general sense of things, like, progress better with difficulty. Like, it just needs to feel... The difficulty spike should not be a spike. It should be a line on the graph exponentially getting, like more difficult. Akita failed in that regard, in my opinion. Rico shot, and die. The only thing I can't agree with hard damage, I'll concede to hard damage. I just hate hard damage. And hell, maybe I'm supposed to. Maybe I'm supposed to hate hard damage. And it's just the thing that fucks me up all the time. So I'll concede to hard damage. You're gonna hear me complain about it, but I'll stop acting as if hard damage is like this big deal. It probably isn't. It probably is like a point of the game. If someone can find me an argument to hate hard damage, I'll probably hop on that and like a fucking like a cretin. Because I do hate hard damage. I'll admit to that. Over here. Oh my god. Why'd bro do the birdly thing? 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. No way I missed that, dude. Nice. Don't die. Okay, that'll do. Nice. Flippy's dead. Alright, here we go. Drill. Oh my god, I'm getting nuked, dude. But just to let the... I will let it go now. But just to emphasize, because I hate the internet. Obviously, my opinion isn't fact. You guys are awesome. I'm glad that you guys are here. If you do enjoy the channel, you can totally give me a follow. Because I do respect people's opinions. I am passionate about what I have to say. I'm not as passionate as I am about more serious issues, but I do like video games. So I hope just so it's clear, I think it is, like, obviously I respect people's opinions. I hope that doesn't have to be said. Not because I don't want to say it. I don't mind saying it. It's just like, I want that to be an expectation. Exclamation mark Discord for anyone who wants to join, by the way. Well, Nateko, I feel like now that it's all said and done, I feel like 9-1 being difficult kind of is justifiable because now Fraud set that expectation. So now you have to move forward with it. So I wouldn't have much to critique on 9-1 on Treachery being hard because now, well, Fraud set an expectation in my opinion. Well, also at the same time though, Garyon wasn't too bad in the grand scheme of things. What do you think will happen in Treachery? That's a good question. My expectation is that 9-1 is going to be the boss fight of Gabriel. It'd be strange if they end off with Gabriel, in my personal opinion. We're in tune for another Gabriel boss fight, but I feel like the final boss of the game should probably be someone else, whether it be Lucifer or God himself. I don't know. The weird thing is that the major difficulty spike is supposed to happen in the climax layer of the act. So how difficult will 9-1 actually be? That's a good question. I don't know. I really don't. Why would the final boss not be his narrative protagonist, though? I feel like people saying that, like, Gabriel's, like, the narrative, like, protagonist are like, yeah, maybe. But, like, in another sense, is he really? Like, how much do we really see of him advancing? I mean, I like... Didn't we have this discussion once, actually? Like, how we define protagonist? The story is told from Gabriel's perspective. I feel like it makes sense for it to end with him. Can someone walk me through that before I like, say anything? What I'm wondering is if I'm wondering if all this mind trickery is just a fraud thing, and we'll get looping rooms and teleports in layer 9. There's a very set in stone way to define protagonist. You can't really argue that Gabriel isn't one. Humor me. I think it's okay with or without a third battle of Gabe. Honestly, like I wouldn't mind if they let go. I'm pretty stoked with how Gabriel's arc ended at that point. Like honestly, I do want a little more. I feel like he requires a bit, but like also at the same time, if it ends at that. I think I ruined the novelty of Fraud to put any non-logical amount of portal fuckery and treachery. Yeah, I agree. Also, please, I do not want more. I do not want more portal shit. If it means it runs everything like crap, I'm done. I'm actually not streaming. That's probably a lie. You know I'll fucking suck that shit up. I love Akito. Welcome, Baradarag. What if halfway through the... That's what I think. That's low key. That's an interesting theory. Because Gabriel only has a limited amount of time. So him dying or like being interrupted or something. That'd be interesting. But we all know V2's coming back, right? I mean, like, I don't really think so. I think V2's done for, and has been done for ages. Sure. Guys, V2 is so coming back. Gabe needed time to rethink your last encounter. I wonder if he'd even be an enemy. That's an interesting thing. You guys think he'll somehow be like a fucking assist? That's just a protagonist that lacks heroic traits. Gabriel doesn't lack those, but to the point he loses them, he still describes them. Okay, wait, hold on. A protagonist is the main character of the story. Is one who plays the first part. Okay, wait. Is the main character of a story. The protagonist makes key decisions that affect the plot. primarily influencing the story and propelling it forward, and is often the character who faces the most significant obstacles and choices. If a story contains a subplot or is a narrative made up of several stories, then each subplot may have its own protagonist. The protagonist is the character whose fate is most closely followed by the reader or audience, and who is opposed by the antagonist. The antagonist provides obstacles and complications and creates conflicts that test the protagonist, revealing the strengths and weaknesses of the protagonist's character and having the protagonist develop as a result. A particularly noble, virtuous, or accomplished protagonist is commonly called a hero, though the terms are not synonyms. I mean, like, the key decisions that affect the plot, in my personal opinion, kind of come from V1, though, right? Me killing all of hell is affecting Gabriel. I don't know. Like, I feel like people saying that, like, Gabriel's, like, okay, I need an argument. I really do. I want to hear what, like, why do you guys think Gabriel's the protagonist? V1 doesn't make decisions? Is me not killing people a big enough decision? Me killing all of hell primarily impacts Gabriel. Gabriel comes in. Gabriel's just a side character. I just don't understand the idea of, like, Gabriel is the protagonist. And I'm willing to hear an argument. I want to hear what, like, talk to me. Like, I want to hear that. Why do you guys think, like, I've heard just, like, because he perfectly fits what you just read. How? Gabriel makes decisions. Sure. He does make decisions that affect the plot, but compared to V1 isn't that strong. The only reason that C last, a particularly noble, virtuous, or accomplished protagonist is commonly called a hero, though the terms are not synonyms. Could we see him fighting by your side in 9-2 and actually need to complete the objective before he dies on timer? We could. Okay, hit me. No, I want dissection, like, genuinely. I hope that isn't aggressive. I'm curious. Send it to me and I can go point by point. Hit me. I understand, like, I just feel like in a certain sense, I feel like I've heard a lot of people just, like, pigeon, like fucking just parrot that. And, like, here you go. And it ends a protagonist is, like, and I understand that a protagonist doesn't have to be a good person. No one in this story is a good person. We're actually about to see a PowerPoint presentation. I'm saying we're about to. I want you guys to hit me with your strongest argument. Why is Gabriel the protagonist? Because, like, would that make V1 the antagonist? What about the Joker then? Anything where he is the main focus of the story, is he automatically a protagonist, or are we following the protagonist? That's the main thing that comes to mind. That's the thing. Like, the character whose fate is most closely fit with Gabriel. Okay, wait, a character. Okay, let me quote you guys on this. The protagonist is a character whose fate is most closely followed by the reader or audience, and who is opposed by the antagonist. Most closely followed? Well, if you want to take most closely followed directly, welcome to the stream, by the way. How are you doing? V1 is also protagonist, but let me explain a thing. Okay, wait, so there's okay, what? What if there's just two protagonists? I mean, I guess. I guess. Every story with multiple protagonists includes multiple points of views, but where not every story with multiple points of views. Gameplay perspective. So that's the thing I want to hear, because my notion and understanding of narrative order, of narrative structure, is based on books and novels. So it gets a little iffy when you think about it from gameplay, as a video game. And I love hearing talk about that. So I want someone to like go through this with me. As an audience, we want to know what Gabe is going to do. We don't expect nothing from V1. Just kill, kill, kill. But like, that can still be a protagonist. V1 is more of a plot device than a protagonist. Gabriel gets significant. Is he though? Is he though? Cause like he has desires. Like, I think the interesting point is from the recent update. That like V1 was just you guys catch that? Like, he doesn't want to die. He's humanized. There is motivation to what he does. He's feeling something. And he's feeling not wanting to die. I feel like that's not something a plot device feels. That's something a humanized character does. Who's fleshed out. Do you know Frodo Baggins, the Hobbit that hold a ring? I'm a little familiar. Yeah. I've never, okay, I'm LARPing the Hobbit, honestly, but hit me. That is every machine, though. Every machine fears death. My toaster does not fear death. I'm clipping that. That's clip farming. It's absolutely a character, but even then it can function as a plot device. You don't know that. You know what? I'll let you have that one. Fair enough. I mean, like, is a technique, object, character, or event introduced into a story to advance narrative? Okay. Used to move the narrative forward. It feels weird to say V1 is a plot device when you yourself are like, I'm scared for how your toaster could be silently screaming right now. We wouldn't know, much like grass. Good point. Good point. Because V1 is the thing that facilitates Gabriel's development. It's just like, I don't understand how in any other story, in essence, why do we have to call V1 a plot device? They could just be a character that impacts another character. That's how stories have functioned from I feel like people who just are saying that this is that and this is that aren't understanding like narrative structure, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Okay, you play Devil May Cry 3? I have not played Devil May Cry 3. You'd be surprised. Okay. Just hit me though with an example. You don't like, you don't have to explicitly. Yeah, I know. I really should. No, I'll take that in stride. I need to play Devil May Cry 3. that's a good recommendation. P1 had nothing to do before the main boss. P2 was a lot of exploration and fighting before the boss. Now P3 could be ultimate. I'm scared of how P3 how tough P3 can be. I will be scared about that too. Because that's the need to feel powerful and important to the game. Pushing your personal power as a fantasy, as hell wants you to indulge in violence and feed it fervorously. What? Oh. I mean, like, sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, like, I think I understand what you're trying to say. No, sorry, excuse me. I understand what you're saying. Like, it is definitely like you I guess your need of feeling important because that's an interesting twist, but I just don't understand how, like, in the grand scheme of things, like, it's just another character that's just showing. Gabriel's just showing up. Like, I don't know. Do we have to frame it in these really cool ways that sound cooler? Gabriel's the protagonist. Gabriel could just be the side character in the story of Gabe. Like, sure. But this is going to sound shallow. But walk me through this. Because it's a game, I understand that. But, like, in a story, I don't understand why people just say, oh, this is X thing. If ULTRAKILL was a novel and you were reading it, you would be in the perspective of V1, and you would be effectively, the story would follow them more than anything. So here begs the question. Is a character automatically a protagonist because you've seen the most of them in the entire story? Because you follow their perspective more than anything? That's the main question. Because in my entire life, it's always been like, well, yeah. What I'm trying to say is that even if actions of V1 are key, that doesn't make protagonist by itself. The main argument to say is that Gabe is a protagonist because the public is expecting his choices and actions. Look for definition chronicler on literature. A person who writes accords of important and historical events. Oh, so are you saying like V1 is essentially a chronicler? I mean, like in literature, chronicler, because like a chronicle, yeah, record of historical or legendary, sure, yeah. I think if it was a novel, it would more closely for the perspective of Gabe, V1 and other major characters or boss. But the thing is, it doesn't, because this is a video game, and guess who I'm playing as? Not Gabe. This motherfucker. He does record everything and send it to shop. Thing is, Gio, do you realize you do realize that there are books of multiple protagonists? It's Polish book in the 19th century whose protagonist does not show up for most of the story, but it's still a story about him. How? How? How though? Because now my point is, the definition of protagonist is bullshit, and narrative structure is stupid. If that's really like. If that's really what that is, and like, history is written by Victor. V1 was battle, and there because the story as to who the story revolves around. How would it? I suppose. I don't know, man. Even if the story, like a story, can revolve around a certain thing, and it doesn't mean that person's the protagonist. Most of the story happens outside of the game. See, that might be something. Whatever the story of, okay, so I think I'm understanding now. The outside of whatever ULTRAKILL is, the story, the fucking the Wikipedia. I know nothing about ULTRAKILL. I'm following this convo blindly. No, I love that. Thank you for being here, Daphnes. The story, the lore, the random books we find, we're not a part of the majority of this lore. That's what it is. I think I understand now. In essence, when you put all the pieces together, when you're putting the story together, Gabriel is the protagonist. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I can see that. I think from gameplay, I don't think you can argue that Gabriel's a protagonist because like you're not Gabriel. But I think from a story, if you put everything together from a lore perspective, yeah, that makes sense. And if that's what you guys were trying to say, then I'm sorry it took me that long to realize that. I understand now. That makes sense. I get that. Okay. So in summary, when you put all the pieces together, when you summarize the lore, the world building explicitly shows the effects of Gabriel actions to the Prime Souls, bosses related to. Many books in the game describe explicitly him as well. Then in sheer essence of the gameplay, though, like, I mean, like, gameplay does count books and all that kind of shit, but I feel like the act of putting it together isn't gameplay. I still think, like, from a video game perspective, V1 is the protagonist. From a lore perspective, Gabriel is. I guess that makes sense. You don't pick a lot about this unless you also know that hell is alive. And no, I understand that. I was literally trying to say how he's a protagonist in story and antagonist in game. Well, yeah. I said this 15 minutes ago. Well, you were saying there's books of multiple protagonists. What I didn't understand is, like... I said this 15 minutes ago? Whatever, I'll take your word for it. Sorry, I misunderstood you. Then I guess that makes sense. Yeah, in lore... Okay, yeah. In short, in lore... Gabriel's the protagonist. You put all the fucking puzzle pieces together. But gameplay-wise, yeah, I understand that. I feel like people should explicitly like make that more known, and I'm sure you guys would try to do that. It ties back to V1 was the ultimate victor in the end game, and has history written by the victor. The entire game is played. We'll definitely see like how that turns out. So if history is written by the victor, then like yeah, but like I think V1 is like trying to hide their actions and mask it as like this thing. They're very certain that they are probably killing everything. I mean like V1 isn't interested in like summarizing everything. They just want to live. That's their purpose. The plot of the game wouldn't change basically at all if the machine that dunked on Gabe was any other machine the humans built either. V1 is utterly unimportant inherently. They're probably right about that. In the grand scheme of the universe, yeah. Which, in essence, I think is really cool. Because that ties into nihilism. That ties into like the whole themes about the game. That's cool. That's cool. V1's rampage through hell only has any effect on anything when Gabe is on screen. Is that true? Me clearing out hell kind of has an impact. I'm killing everything. These are living things. Like whether you like that are dying. I'm murdering every single one of them, and I'm using them for fuel. It's essentially like it's circle of nature without exit. Like. Here we go. Alright, dead. Keep moving. The thing is, you're not only clearing out hell. If it's not V1, it's a random sword machine, a mind flayer, a gutter tank, whatever. That's also... Oh! That's also clearing out hell? They're all trying to clear out hell? But... one is doing it more effectively than the other, right? Like, ain't no way a sword machine is doing it more than I am. Hell does like you, though. Especially because of your backstory. Abandoned war machine made for killing the massive centaurs, the earth movers, but canceled before mass production. Interesting. I mean, like, humans made this shit, right? That's the whole thing. No, LeMayo. V1 is way less effective. You can tell by Gabriel's voice lines in 6-2. What's 6-2 again? I mean, like, I guess. I always interpreted it as, like... Is that the best you got? Like, it's more effective as an individual machine, but the collective of all others is way stronger. You've only destroyed small sections of the rest of the game. Well, then that's silly. Because I'm winning. It's not like my deaths are canon. I'm winning. Is that silly? Does that make sense? Like, I'm winning the battle. That's all that matters. Therefore, I win. Therefore, I'm effective. I'm not losing. Since when does the fact that you're winning come into play? We're talking about the destruction of hell, and I'm destroying it, and I'm eating all these demons. In essence, I feel like that makes V1 the strongest in the verse. In the same way that in Cyberpunk, you're the protagonist, you are the strongest character in the universe because you beat Atom Smasher, you beat all these people, therefore you are the strongest. Therefore, V1 is an effective machine inherently. That's my last point. I think the key detail is that enemies aren't already present when we enter the rooms and they only get spawned in after. It's the kitchen that hell is truly alive and it's seeing how good... Oh, okay. So the argument is that you think if all of hell stood in front of me. So hell is picking... Ah. Interesting. Okay. That is an interesting interpretation. You're the strongest, yeah. Isn't that that isn't relevant though? Well, you said that V1 is ineffective, but I think that in essence is deconstructed by the point that Mario King just made. We're saying that there are millions of machines, and if you disappeared, nothing would change. It would still get wiped out. I'm like, sure, yeah, okay. I'm talking about power scaling. I'm talking about like V1 is the GOAT. But in essence, hyperkill, so true. True words and never been spoken. You're winning at destroying your own only life essence. I mean, yeah, that's depressing. I'm still the strongest. But I don't think I'm the strongest if, in essence, if you were to pile... But, like, I guess then again, if you piled like a bunch of anything, eventually, like, it would wear it down, right? V1 is the GOAT, but any other machine could also be the GOAT if V1 was never built. But that's the thing. There isn't any other machine. Didn't I kill V2, though? How come V2 failed? What's up with that? That is not what the conversation was about? Eh. Could. And not even close. Over here. Who's here? Sorry, I'm locking in. Okay, well, it turns out the lock-in is not that. The lock-in was not worth it. Oh my god, every time, dude. Oh my god. If he wanted any compare the Great War to something primitive like rock, paper, scissors. Yes, each machine was made to counter the last, but you may loop around and something very old can counter something new. Yes, paper can be... I mean, like, yeah. If V1 didn't exist, any other machine would have been the strongest. I don't know why you're bringing up the fact that V2 died to V1 in a hypothetical where V1 doesn't exist. Wait, we're talking about a hypothetical. What's your guys' point again? Your point is that V1 would be irrelevant? I'd be like, sure, you can say that about anything. I would be irrelevant if I didn't exist. You guys would watch a different streamer. No shit. Yeah, that's not a unique point to be made. Is that the pinnacle of writing here? Nihilism is so easy to write. I've gotten lost too now. It's okay. This is actually a great way to max engagement on my streams. I think we were having each different conversations. All right, die. What are we doing here? The point is that basically no machine has any inherent importance. I'm like, yeah. I suppose. Is that, like, what you guys think the story is trying to teach you? So, is it just me, or is like... Hey, what am I doing? Which is showing you another nihilistic point of view. All of them are sentient, none of them matters. I think that's lame. It's so easy. That's really that's the fucking that's the takeaway. I don't know, ULTRAKILL is so fucking nihilistic. That is a bit. That was a bit. That I admit. That was a bit. Of course I knew. Not necessarily that, but it's a big part of why Gabriel's the overarching protagonist. How does Gabriel matter more, though? Ah, shit, bugs on my foot. Son of a bitch. Yeah. Pretty lame. That's why I like this story's only good as cool aura moments. That's probably why the fucking lore never really fascinated me. If that's really the point this fucking story's making, that's wow. I wonder when treachery the nihilism thing actually doesn't make sense, because when I know Hakita suffered from nihilism, art reflects the artist, etc. And that's interesting. If this is like a portrayal of like, then that is interesting. I don't want to diminish any value. Nihilism is just not for me, I suppose. Here's one of God's archangels and most powerful and influenced several events in the story, like the beheading of Minos and Sisyphus. I think the reason I think V1 being irrelevant does make him really relevant, though, in essence. And I kind of like, in a sense, doesn't that make him like a protagonist? And I guess that makes sense of why ULTRAKILL has multiple protagonists. I mean, think about fucking Makoto Naegi from Danganronpa. Like, that kid's the ultimate lucky student, and like blind fucking luck, for whatever reason, he's been in the position that he is, but he is doing something. But yeah, I guess that does make sense as to why there's three protagonists. In the grand scheme of things, nothing matters, and the fact that he is like, essentially, like, for whatever reason, whatever god being or gave him a chance, like, I think that's really interesting. I'm gonna reset this. I like absurdism. Oh, absurdism is my favorite. Absurdism as a philosophy, I think, is beautiful. Daphne. I think absurdism is probably my go-to when it comes to, like, I absolutely hate nihilism. I hate it. I hate it as a concept. I hate it as a thing. But I think turning your nihilism into something positive and something that can reroute your desire, like Persona 3, essentially like touches on that beautifully. In my personal opinion, if you ever want a game that like beholds nihilism in such an amazing way and tackles the narrative conflicts relating to that, I love Persona 3 for that. I hate absurdism with a burning passion in terms of how misinterpreted it is. What do you mean? V1 being irrelevant makes Gabriel's loss even more brutal, since realistically he never took his chance to tell a man's children, yeah. Which, in essence, I mean, in my opinion, from a game perspective, yeah, I mean, like, doesn't that make V1, like a protagonist can be someone, like, just because someone's necessarily irrelevant, it doesn't make them less of a protagonist. A protagonist can be irrelevant, can be a blank state, i.e. Secret History. A book who has a really plain protagonist who witnesses everything, who's essentially is like the fucking protagonist because he's just witnessing all these bad acts happening. Positive nihilism is really cool. That's absurdism. Nothing matters, so build your own purpose. Exactly. We as human beings weren't set with a purpose, so fucking do it yourself. Like, I think it's so stupid how a lot of people think that their main purpose in life comes from like a natural law thing. No, we as a human society have advanced that. We've advanced beyond our nature. We've advanced beyond the idea of like our only purpose is to just reproduce and die. That can't be the ultimate goal in life. That isn't the ultimate goal in life. Not by law, not by any... That's a construct because we, as a society, are more than that. I think it's silly to construe our hidden meaning to be that. Not everyone's going to have kids. Not everyone's going to, like, do this and that. The fact that we live in a world where we can go beyond that, why not do that? Like, that's insane. That's our purpose. Well, life is more than just, like, breathing. And in my opinion, just like having kids and just like living, that's just breathing. Everyone does that, but do something different. Live your life. Hell, you don't even gotta do something different, but do something you enjoy. Have fun. The luckiest thing that could ever happen to you is being born. Fucking enjoy the like 70 to 90 years you have in your life. Why waste it doing something that you shouldn't? Don't like how things are? Change them. Find a way to change them. Even if it's hopeless. Spend your life doing that, even if it's short. I'm myself closer to an absurdist, even though I don't like philosophy as a whole. You don't like philosophy? But the concept that nothing matters, so don't care about life and don't care about it, enjoy it, makes people think that they can enjoy life at any cost, which includes hurting others. Well, getting from a philosophical perspective, yes. But I'm going to simplify this pretty deeply. Why would you hurt others? That's stupid. That's an entirely different thing. Like, for their own pleasure. Yeah. Yeah, no. If your conclusion, if someone's conclusion is like immediately, oh my god, I gotta enjoy life at all costs. Let me hurt people. Yeah, so there's a hospital down the street, buddy. There's psychiatric help. Because those people still have a chance. They could go get some help. Wrong conclusion to take. That is really funny though. That feels like a build up to like a comedy sketch. Sparks that apathy a lot, does it? And just like keep talking about it. Just like every philosophy has its flaws. Like just like how you could argue that like communism like doesn't work in practice or some shit. Like I still think that's wrong, but like then just like, you know, accept that there's a flaw to it, but like it beats nihilism, I'll tell you that much. I'd rather choose X rather than Y. Where is Gabrielle? When you tell people that issues that don't matter, they will start hurting people because they don't think other issues matter over their own happiness. That isn't what absurdism is, though. Yeah. The idea isn't that you don't matter; it's the opposite, actually. Necessarily. I mean, I guess you don't matter. Like, it's just like at that point you're kind of overcomplicating it, I suppose. How the fuck did we shift ULTRAKILL to communism? It always returns to communism. It always returns to communism, I'm telling you. Are you reading YT chat? I am. I think one of the main things that helps clarify the themes of ULTRAKILL is that no one is omniscient. Hell can't revive souls. God can't unmake hell. Yeah, I think that's been an interesting theme. I think it's interesting how God has interpreted this thing that can't do anything. And Gabriel saying that God is dead is very fascinating. And I think it does. I forget who says that. Frederick Nietzsche. It doesn't mean that the literal deity has passed away, but like, yeah, it parallels. Excuse me if I'm butchering that name. What do you mean you share the air with 8.3 billion people? Are you call me? My issue with assertives and nihilism is that I do think things matter even if we all die in the end. The impact of your actions aren't removed in death, you know? Exactly. I think absurdism, how I interpret it, is essentially it's my rejection of what is an objective purpose that someone can shove onto me. It enables me, in essence, like conjuring my own purpose. I think routing yourself and grounding yourself on something that like you yourself want to do is an incredibly empowering thing. Given the fact that like you also need a moral compass. So absurdism essentially probably only works if you have a moral fucking compass. Like, of course you can like come to the conclusion of like, okay, in that case, hurting people matters. Absurdism is just the way. It's the fucking chakra that breaks you out of nihilism. It's that push that you need. It's that push that you need to break you out of that depression. Like, let's be real. Like, these are phrases that people say to get themselves out through the day, and like, oh well, what like it gets me through the day, and like thinking about it that way. Because like sometimes you just need to think about it that way to keep moving forward. Like I don't know. Not every world perspective is gonna be perfect, of course. All right, boom, boom. Boom. Restarts are not canon. Yeah, well, there you go. V1 is not just very good at avoiding death. Yeah. Also, inherently, in my personal opinion, that makes V1 fucking goated. V1 is great at this shit. Like, at a certain point, it stops being luck. This is skill. I don't know. Like, this thing is sentient. This thing has a brain at some point. Like, and I know it doesn't literally have a brain, probably, but, like, come on. This thing is the strongest thing in the universe. It has to be. What the fuck? But, like, if it really is hell picking and choosing, I suppose, then... I don't know. Maybe. And then, but then we have Gabriel. Gabriel is stronger, right? Gabriel's supposedly an angel. How the fuck does this V1 beat that? Twice! Is Hell stupid? Hell is sentient though, and I guess it's picking, but like, why doesn't it just revive the machine? Stronger than Goku? Oh, let's not get ahead of ourselves. No one's stronger than Goku. No one's stronger than Goku. I don't like philosophy, but not as a concept of contemplating life. It's just the vast majority of philosophers in history were rich aristocrats or a rich man's little puppy that is to pit around it. But that doesn't mean that you hate philosophy. You just hate the people that were in philosophy. It's the same way I hate politicians, but I don't hate politics. Politics are important. Doesn't mean you should ignore it altogether, though. So, like, the statement "I hate philosophy" is inaccurate. If you hate the people who are in it, that's fair. A lot of people do. A lot of people were rich people. Like that makes sense. They were privileged. They were stupid. Stronger than I don't know who that is, Chiboroli, because unfortunately I go outside. Okay, I'm gonna be ending stream in like about 2 after this try, actually. So, listen. I've had a fun time. It's been a very fruitful conversation. I've had a lot of enjoyment. And once again, whenever I have these kind of debates in chat, like, okay, well, I just lost. Let's try. I respect everyone's opinions, as long as you're not hurting anyone else. All that kind of shit. And as long as you're not diminishing anyone's perspectives. I know everyone is really passionate. I love you all so much. You guys are lovely. And if you enjoy the channel, please follow, please subscribe. Please all do that shit. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, I appreciate the support. All right, locking in. Thank you, everyone, for talking, by the way. Like, I don't care if this sounds corny. If you think this sounds corny, then you can fucking leave my channel, because I'm corny. It's not fucking already. But, like, I genuinely think perspective, and including, like, people getting things wrong, is really important. And I think a good practice round of that is video games, because you're not debating, like, crazy things. Like, I know we talked about philosophy for, like, a quick second, but when it comes to video games, it's such a good way to, like, just practice your things, and it's actually something that doesn't really matter as much as, like, something, like, really big. Like, you get to learn about this perspective. It's, like, how... I think a great way of, like, battling the whole idea of, like, what if I get something wrong in a debate? Well, debate about video games. Start learning the contrast, like, not the contrast. Start learning how to debate. Start, like, learning how people stand, how you feel. Take a chance, you know? And thank you all for being on the stream. Like, I did not expect this stream to, like, have 12 viewers at some point, so I do appreciate the support. You guys are awesome. I love all of you. Die. Are we serious? Am I soft locked? I'm ending stream. I've had it with this stupid fucking thing. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today's stream. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you, everyone, for the support. I really do appreciate it. If you like what I do here, please do make sure to leave a follow if you're on Twitch, and subscribe if you care. Listen, everyone, I think I'm going to stop streaming for a tiny bit. I think I'll be on JoJo SMP every once in a while, because that is a project that I'm personally funding, so... Yeah, I'll keep that in mind, but... Apart from that, I'm going to go back to content. I think I have a video that I wanted to make today, so...
we'll see how that goes. But I don't really feel like doing a raid, actually. So I'm just going to call it. Thank you everyone for tuning into today's stream. Have a good rest of your day. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Goodbye, stream.